In 2016, Ubisoft dropped a game that had one of the hardest uphill battles in modern gaming history. It was a direct sequel to Watch Dogs, a game infamous for its massive visual downgrade, gloomy protagonist, and overhyped promises. Because of that legacy, a lot of players wrote off Watch Dogs 2 before it even had a chance to breathe. They saw bright colors, agriculture, and hipster fashion, and assumed it was trying too hard. But if you look past the initial 2016 cringe culture and play it today, you realize something shocking. Watch Dogs 2 wasn't just a massive improvement over the original, it was legitimately ahead of its time. From its insanely reactive open world AI to dynamic stealth sandboxes that put modern games to shame, it represented the absolute peak of Ubisoft's open world design. And tragically, it was the last time the franchise was ever good. To understand why Watch Dogs 2 holds up so well, you have to look at San Francisco itself. Most open world cities in video games feel like elaborate movie sets. NPCs walk in straight lines, react to gunshots, and otherwise exist solely as background noise for the player. Watch Dogs 2 flipped that script by creating a truly systematic world. The NPCs in this game don't just exist for you, they exist with each other. NPCs talk, argue, take selfies, pet dogs, call the cops on vandalizing street artists, and react dynamically to ambient events. What made this world revolutionary was how the game let you manipulate these systems. You could sit on a rooftop, hack a rival gang member's phone to forge a police warrant, call a SWAT team, and watch an entire war break out on the street below, without firing a single bullet yourself. The AI factions had strict rules and rivalries. Cops would arrest criminals, gangs would defend the turf, and citizens would react unpredictably. It turned San Francisco into an unscripted playground of cause and effect that few open-world games have matched since. Beyond the city itself, Watch Dogs 2 masters something modern action-adventure games constantly struggle with: expressive player freedom. In the original game, Aiden Pierce was essentially a third-person shooter protagonist who could occasionally turn traffic lights red. Marcus Holloway, on the other hand, was an actual hacker. Ubisoft designed nearly every mission in Watch Dogs 2 as a non-linear puzzle box. You were given a full suit of tools right out the gate: the RC jumper for physical infiltration, the quadcopter for aerial reconnaissance, and environmental hacking to turn steam pipes, forklifts, and cars into weapons or distractions. You could clear an entire high security restricted area without ever stepping foot inside the front gate. Or you can go in guns blazing with 3D printed weapons. Or you could just play purely ghost stealth. The game rarely forced a specific playstyle for you. It trusted the player's intelligence, a rare trait in modern AAA design. So, if Watch Dogs 2 laid down such an incredible foundation, how did the franchise fall off so hard? Enter 2020's Watch Dogs Legion. On paper, Legion's play as anyone mechanic sounded like the ultimate evolution of the series. In practice, it gutted everything that made Watch Dogs 2 special. By making everyone playable, nobody was special. To make the play as anyone gimmick function, Ubisoft had to strip away deep toolkits, simplify character progression, and neuter their open world physics and AI depth that made Watch Dogs 2 so dynamic. They traded immersion for a gimmick, and in doing so, lost the soul of its franchise. Watch Dogs 2 caught a lot of undeserved hate at launch for its tone shift and sins of its predecessor. The time has been remarkably kind to it. It stands as a reminder of a brief moment when Ubisoft was willing to make genuine risks with systematic open world gameplay, creating a world that felt alive, reactive, and genuinely fun to experiment with. It gave its player agency, an iconic sandbox, an environment world that still outclasses many open world titles released today. If you haven't played it since 2016, or if you skipped it entirely because of the first game, I think it's time to give it another look. Because Watch Dogs 2 wasn't just a great sequel, it was the peak of the series, a high watermark for open world games as a whole.